it's a funny world we live in where I'm
Mm.
actually more excited for the DC slate coming up than I am Marvel.
I can't wait for that sweet stinger when Jared Leto. I can't even go through with it. Welcome to a brand new episode of Undisputed Nerds. This is the bi-weekly podcast where we like to give you some light-hearted discussions, reviews, and just some fun and nonsense in between about comic book movies, right?
I
Look at
mean,
him, he's confused already.
Yeah, well, I got confused by bi-weekly. I got confused by the attractive voice that you put on there, which drew me right in. And then I think we talk about all things comic books, don't we? It's not just movies, it's TVs, it's games, it's even the popular medium known as reading.
By the way, I'm your host, Zane Taichou, your captain of recommendations, and as always, I'm joined by my amazing co-hosts who I have missed so dearly. People are saying I'm going through a sad Keanu phase. I don't know where they get that idea from, but hey ho, he's back, ladies and gentlemen, the gentlemanly gamer.
Oh, everyone in Radioland, hello. You did. I was going to say, you said as always, and I was like, I wasn't here last week. Yes, yes. Let me ask you one thing, following on from that superlative introduction. These people calling you Keanu. Would they be the people who are in your mirror?
They said I'm going through a phase because I don't, I'm trying to avoid having my hair in a little bun nowadays, have it down. I'm going through a central parting. My beard line is
essential oils.
Good shampoo and conditioner.
I'm not going to get political on this show, but in my experience, those people who use the phrase "they say" are normally the same people who have absolutely no evidence that has happened. So I am starting to feel like, you know what? People are saying, they are saying that I'm like the modern day Brad Pitt. People. They say, and I'm not going to cite my sources for obvious reasons, but they say that.
Well, there's no point sorting them because you don't know them. I don't know them. So what's the point? Yeah, it's not wasting.
See, the thing is, right? People have legitimately told me that I apparently look like Chris Pratt, right? Which you think, okay, that's nice. That's a nice compliment. And then they go, no. Specifically when Chris Pratt was in Parks and Rec and he was fat.
I'm not going to laugh at that because that's where
you did though, unless that was just air escaping.
That was me exhaling. Yeah.
That was It was me. You've been so traumatized. You've comfort eaten in my absence, and now it's just that's how you breathe. But yeah, apparently I look like fat Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec, which, you know what, I'll still take it because he ends up with April in Parks and Rec. So that's that I'd never say no to Aubrey Plaza. So I'm fine with that. I basically married Aubrey Plaza, for God's sake, but don't tell me what I told him that.
Have you finished Mandalorian, by the way?
Yes, I have.
What were your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. Yep. I thought, so let's do a prefix. Spoiler alert for Mandalorian Season 3. If you have not seen The Mandalorian Season 3, please skip forward by about 4 minutes. I thought Moff Gideon went out like a punk. I was a bit disappointed. I was a bit disappointed by that. The explanation as to how Bo-Katan has the Darksaber again was a little bit like meh. And it's weird to me that they've kind of established now that, the Mandalorians now have Mandalore again, but the title Mandalorian is not going to be part of that. He's off on his own.
Yeah.
So, and I guess it's just an excuse to have him pop up in Ahsoka and probably and be in the movie or whatever that Filoni's doing. But I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy the season of Mando. Even so, a lot of people didn't like the Jack Black droid episode, right? Where they said it was like a filler episode. I really liked that episode, and I'll tell you the reason why I really liked that episode without going into too much detail. But it showed what happens to all the repurposed Imperial tech. So all these battle droids and all the separatist droids and stuff like that. they're still around and they're still being used. They're just doing menial tasks now. And then there's this whole like droid subculture, like where they're in a bar and they're like, it's like, that's really interesting. Like, it's all really interesting because you've never seen droids like that. You see them kind of in the workshops and stuff like that in Jabba's palace, but we've never seen that there's like a social aspect of like this sentience. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of stuff, world building in this season of The Mandalorian that I thought was excellent. Like seeing all the Republic requisitions and stuff post the war, where the New Republic is, you can kind of understand why it all started to fall apart so quickly because the people were sick of the Empire and law and order, and then it's like the New Republic basically was just a new form of that, it seems. And so, and I like that they're branching out with the rise of the First Order. So we're finally going to see like what the hell happened between 6 and 7, where it's just like, oh, it's the Empire 2.0. Cool. And it's going to be Thrawn, isn't it? Like it is going to be Thrawn. Like this is what it's all gearing up to. He's going to be the thing that makes the Empire come, like the First Order rise, and it's fantastic. Like, to quote Christopher Eccleston, fantastic.
I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark VPN, who have given me, now get this, 83% off plus 3 months free. So if you've been meaning to pick up a VPN, now might be the time. Surfshark is a trusted VPN to help you protect your privacy online. Whether that's protecting yourself from malicious websites or if you're in a public Wi-Fi connection, you can keep your information locked down. Surfshark's clean web feature blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, allowing you to surf the web safely. Plus, it lets you change your virtual location. So if there's an anime on Netflix that's not available in your country, but say in Japan, guess what? You're in Japan now. You want to use BBC iPlayer to watch all of Doctor Who. So pick up Surfshark using the link in the description down below. Use code Undisputed Nerds and get 83% off and 3 months free.
But I've been saving this bit of news for you. You're going to get excited by this. Guess what I have been watching in our absence. I'll give you a clue. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Okay. Have you been watching? That excites me. Is it something like Voltron or?
Well, you're along the right lines with anime and manga.
Yeah.
But it is an adaptation of it. I have been watching Alice in Borderland.
Oh, interesting.
Based on the manga of the same name.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. It's absolutely brilliant. I am on the last episode of season 2. I know it's a bit older now because it came out like last year, I think. Season 2 came out last year. And I really hope they make season 3. I really, really hope. They haven't confirmed that they're going to make a season 3 yet. But God, it's just so well done. And like brutal, obviously, but like, God, it's just amazing. And I thought, like, as I was watching it, and then I found out, I didn't realize it was I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize it was a manga adaptation when I first started watching it. And then I saw that it was, and I was like, Zane is going to absolutely love this. And so like, that's what I've been watching in absence. So yeah, that's what I've been watching, like in absence. Yeah, it's fantastic. I cannot remember any of. Well, I can remember the lead guy's name, and that's it.
Okay.
I can remember Arasu is the lead guy, and then I keep wanting to say, right. So there's the guy. I'm assuming you've seen it, right?
Only episode 1. It's not for me.
Wait, are you saying that I'm into something anime that you're not?
Correct. Yes.
I'm taking over Undisputed Anime, guys. I'm leaving. I'm moving over. It's happening.
Slowly transitioning.
Was it just what was it? Just the dubbing or the violence or just the plot or what?
Yeah, it's kind of.
I gave you 3 options there, and your answer was yeah. Does that mean all of it?
No, not so much all of it. No. It was more the sort of zombie aspect of it, like Survivor thingy bob. You know, zombie things aren't really my bag. Like,
You do know that it has nothing to do with zombies, right?
but it's a survival thing, isn't it? Like,
It's got nothing to do with zombies.
oh right, okay.
It's basically the plot of it is that so it follows in the beginning. It follows 3 guys, and they all come from kind of slightly different backgrounds, but they're all really close friends. And then one day, you know, they're basically messing around in the heart of Tokyo, and then the entire population of Tokyo vanishes instantly, just gone. And so they go to this place, and it's a game for them to play, except it's deadly. So if the game goes wrong, they die. So it's a mix of kind of Squid Game on a grand scale in Tokyo.
Right.
And then the rest of the series 1 was just like a roller coaster of like, this is just awesome. And then season 2 just builds on that and has just been unbelievably good, like all the way through, to the point where I was just like, I was you know, as you and I talked before the show, I was unwell last week. Like the one of the last days that I was unwell, I literally binged all of season 1 in a day. Because I was into that much, and then I burned through season 2. Started watching it at the beginning of this week, and then like had a pause because I was working and doing other stuff socially, and then I watched the penultimate episode today, and so I'm on the last episode that I'll watch today, and it's just it's incredible. But yeah, it's not zombie based, mate. It's nothing to do with zombies. But yeah, not zombie.
Maybe I'll give it another go then.
I honestly, I really, if you're into that kind of thing, and also if you're into like seeing different aspects of Tokyo, even if it's, you know, in a different light, because obviously it's abandoned, I would highly recommend it. Again, it gets a bit. Episode 3 gets quite bleak, so it is a bit of a hard watch, I would say.
Yeah.
Around episode 3, but like from 4, 5 onwards, it's. So yeah, anyway, that's surprising that I'm more into an anime thing than you are. That has surprised me a lot.
There we go.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Alice in Borderlands. What are we here to talk about?
So this week, CinemaCon happened, which is, for those who are unfamiliar, every year a lot of studios come together and they show all their good bits.
And then they show their films as well.
Yeah, a lot of producers, they rub shoulders, they spill some tea.
Thank God you said shoulders. I was very worried for a minute.
But no, there's usually a lot of stuff that comes out of CinemaCon because every day is dedicated to a studio. It's usually loads of trailers, loads of first screenings, or clips and footage is shown to kind of show how progress is coming along, and it kind of plants the seeds to start building hype towards certain movies and films and such. So we thought it'd be cool to kind of run through some key highlights, because last year we did this and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I thought it'd be cool to revisit and talk about some of the gossip that happened at CinemaCon.
Let's do it.
I can't wait for your reaction on some of these.
He says, barely aware of what happened.
So let's start off with our good friends at Sony Pictures.
Oh, God almighty. Wow, I'm glad you've started us on the high.
We're going to start off hot with Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, I know. So Kraven the Hunter is going to be Sony's first R-rated Marvel movie. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Can I care about it? I mean, can I believe it? Wow. Oh, you mean the superhero? Oh, sorry, no, the anti-hero,
No.
Kraven the Hunter.
Hero.
Dear God Almighty, I don't care. I mean, like, honestly, like, why does Sony think this is a good idea? Why are they still going with this? They have all of the Spider-Verse and they go with this. Why is this?
It's Morbin time.
Oh, shut up, Zane. It's Morbin time and Kraven, is it?
Absolutely. I can't wait for that sweet stinger when Jared Leto. I can't even go through with it.
No, you can go on, finish the sentence.
And Jared Leto says, "Hey, we need you,
Yeah,
Kraven the Hunter."
I get it. No, I know what you mean. It's like, I've heard you're pretty sinister. That's what this thing's gonna be.
But do you think it'll be Michael Keaton as the Vulture, and he'd be like, "I came from another dimension, and I heard you were."
Imagine if it was like, imagine if they like really jumped the shark, and like it's like Gore the God Butcher or something, like, yeah, just like a failed Marvel MCU movie, and they're just like, I don't know why I'm here, but I just feel so sinister.
Fade to new logo.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Sinister Six Spider-Verse.
I don't think they got the cojones to say 6. I think they'll just be like, no. It needs to be more edgy. Just call it Sinister.
I know what they'll do. I've got it. It will be Sinister Six, but it'll be SIN the number 6 ITER.
There you go.
TISR. Yeah. Sin Sixter.
There's the
That's
money.
What it'll be. That's the money. That's the branding right there. Come on, Sony, hire me. I could do your marketing any day of the week.
The TikTok account already has the handle. It's there.
There it is. Exactly. And the profile is Matt Smith doing his bad dance.
That's the first post. Him shirtless.
Yeah. Who's excited for Sin Sixter? That's what I want to see. Give me the lineup then. Who's the lineup of the Sinister Six then? Come on, I want to know what your thoughts are. So obviously we've got Morbin time, we've got Vulture, we've got Kraven.
Yeah.
What other terrible films are they making?
Well, there hasn't been anything else announced really. I assume like there may be a Rhino in there because surely maybe Venom. Would Venom be part of it?
Oh, Venom. Yeah, obviously Venom. Come on. Yeah, naturally.
No, Scorpion. Scorpion's another one because he's appeared in the Tom Holland movies, right?
Yeah, yeah, but he's not in that universe, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Just like Michael Keaton. Oh, wait. The only other thing I will ask you about Sony is, do they have any Ghostbusters projects? Did they announce any Ghostbusters project? Okay. Now, I will explain my reasoning, but quickly before you say that. I this week purchased Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, which is a 4v1 multiplayer game.
Yes.
Where you can either play as the ghost or one of the Ghostbusters. And I kid you not, Zane, it is some of the most fun I have had playing a game this year. It is fantastic. I wouldn't advise people buy it full price because the content is not all there. I basically did not a dodge, but like I had some like Microsoft reward point stuff saved up, so I ended up paying £1 for it, which was money well spent. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's got me in kind of a Ghostbusters mood. So I am interested to hear what Sony has planned.
Excellent. I'll move on to it because just before I do that, I want to tell you this. So a few content creators and such got to see a trailer or clips of Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, God.
And apparently there's a clip where Kraven bites off a man's nose, Danny DeVito style, in Batman Returns.
I mean, I need the context of why.
I mean, yeah, until we see that trailer or that clip.
Was he hungry? Was he, I mean, what, did he just want a midnight snack? What's
His
the
ferocity?
I mean, if that's what it was, if they went, what's the way that we can show Craven's ferocity? Let's have him have a nibble on a nose. I mean, there's better ways to show ferocity, is all I'm going to say. But sure, interesting.
There we go. Quickly on the subject of spider variants.
The
multiverse footage was shown. Excellent, brilliant. Can't wait. Excited for that bad boy. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
Don't let me derail you if you were moving forward with Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take us off the subject. But Sony's investment in Spider-Man is the equivalent of a wet fart in a jacuzzi. It's like, I notice it, but unless there's a really attractive girl like the MCU in there, I'm not really going to care.
Yeah.
That's a very strange analogy I just did.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Welcome back. So there was Ghostbusters Afterlife, the cast reunion in New York for the sequel. Not much is known about it at this stage, but it's in the works. It's probably
so. So whilst we're talking about Ghostbusters, interesting, that game that I was talking about, Spirits Unleashed, is actually the sequel to Afterlife.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So at the end of there was a post-credits sting where Winston it basically has Ghostbuster Corp, like Ghostbuster Corp.
Yeah.
That's the premise of Spirits Unleashed, is that you're a new recruit in Ghostbusters Corps. And he's established everything. And Ray's opened up Ray Occult bookstore next door to the old firehouse. And that we're you're a newly recruited Ghostbuster under Winston's initiative. And it's got its own story, involving you going out and busting ghosts and stuff like that. And he's there in his full suit and everything. And they got Ernie Hudson and Dan Aykroyd in to play the parts. So they're both in the game.
That's very cool.
It is really good. It's really good.
It is
really genuinely very good.
I know a few weeks ago we did an episode with Waffles,
yes,
which you guys should check out. It was really fun. And in that episode, we were asking the question, what's Riddles up to these days? What is Ridley Scott up to? Ridders, yeah. What's he up to these days?
Yeah.
So we have that answer. He is working on a Napoleon movie starring Joaquin Phoenix. Which I think could be pretty cool.
Yeah, sure. Sounds great. I can't wait for Joaquin Phoenix to look at the camera and go, "My name is Napoleon Maximus Decimus Meridius." I think the thing is about Ridders, and I do love Ridley Scott, and I'm going to prefix this with, he is one of the greatest filmmakers of any generation, really.
Yeah.
But I would say that his films lately have been a little bit miss. Prometheus was not great. Alien Covenant was even worse. He hasn't exactly been firing on all cylinders. And so I am very skeptical of old Ridders at the moment. But he's done such a great body of work in the past, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping this will be like a return to form. Just kind of like one of those projects that kind of...
I mean, the last time Joaquin Phoenix was in one of his films was Gladiator. So, yes.
Wasn't The Duel a Ridley Scott movie?
Oh, probably. He's done loads, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I was trying to name a really good one, but yeah, you've called me out on it.
Well, I'm just trying to remember the last one that I could think of.
Thanks for calling me out on it, mate. Thanks for calling me out on it. Making me look like an absolute chump.
I don't think Phoenix is in that.
It's fine. It's making me look like a fool now.
It's
unbelievable.
You know who else loves to look like a fool? It's only grumpy Indiana Jones himself.
Oh, there he
There he
is.
is.
Fresh from a fight with the Millennium Falcon. Oh, he loves it, doesn't he? He loves it. Yes.
Yeah, a clip was shown at CinemaCon, which also has Mads Mikkelsen in it. Of course it does. Like, Mads is amazing.
We love a bit of Mads. I will say that. Love a bit of Mads. I think that the thing is, right, is I'm excited for the new Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. But my disappointment is I still think they should have got Kei Huy Kwan in it as Short Round again. And you know, he should have handed over the mantle to him. Like, how good would that have been? Like, it would have been great. It should have been Short Round.
That could still happen potentially, right? I mean,
he's not going to do another one, is he? Let's be honest.
No. But I mean, they just have to shoot one thing, don't they? Like for it to happen, and like he's on Loki.
It's not going to happen. It's
no,
happen, Zane. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I should point out that the now Academy Award winning Kei Huy Kwan, he's beyond it now, isn't he? Let's be honest.
That's very true.
Yeah, he's. I don't know how else to say this, but he's better than that. But no, it should have been. I mean, it should have been him, really. Especially in 4, like stupid mutt. Nobody wants mutt. Go away, Shia LaBeouf.
But something that's out of this world.
Oh, what a segue!
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Exclusive clips were shown of the movie at the time of recording. I think the premiere has just happened in LA. So the movie is going to be slowly rolling out in the next week or two now, isn't it?
It is. I believe we're seeing it next week, aren't we?
That's true. Yeah.
You and I might have to do a podcast next week.
I'm up for it if you
are. Why not? I mean, got nothing better to do, have I? Might as well.
Guardians should be good.
I had a conversation with Drac earlier on tonight about this. Drac, who's a sometimes guest host on the show. I think this one's going to break my heart. So I'm very trepidatious about this. You know, I think it's less about what it's about and who's going to die. Drax is gone. Like, he's definitely dying in this. Drax is definitely going to die. 100%. I am positive of it. I think Rocket might die. That's the one that's going to be the painful one. But then I was having this conversation. I didn't think about it until after the fact, but I think Nebula might die in this. I think Karen Gillan might be done. And then I genuinely think Chris Pratt might be going out of this now. I think Star-Lord might die in this. I really do. Especially as he's now doing Mario as well. He's got something else to kind of go on to. But no, I think, he's been so... Because when he first hit the scene on Guardians, he was like one of the faces of Marvel. But he's really fallen off the radar in the last couple of years as far as being that figurehead is concerned. And, he's obviously had some controversy in his real life with his religion and whatnot. So I don't see him continuing after this, Mantis, is she going to survive? I don't know, because Pom Klementif is apparently going to be quite heavily involved in James Gunn's DC.
Ooh.
That's the rumor. Like, she is very heavily slated. She was apparently did you see the thing that said, this was a while ago, that he wanted her to be Katana in Suicide Squad?
No, I did not know that. That's ooh. Yeah.
So no, I don't mind that either, but so we'll see what happens. I don't know whether that's but I'm quite trepidatious about Guardians, because it's going to hurt me. I think it's going to make me very sad.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tearjerker. We can speculate who we think's going to bite the dust in this one, but either way, it's no doubt going to be a tearjerker because it's everyone's kind of final curtain call, isn't it?
Yeah. There was a subreddit thing where they were saying if you look at the Guardians promotional material, the last two films that they've had, the Guardians kind of like title. I think you might have sent this to me actually, but the Guardians title has always reflected who dies. So like in the first one, it was kind of like this brownie wooden thing, and Groot dies at the end of Guardians 1. And then in the second one, it was completely blue, and then Yondu dies. Yeah. And then this one is now kind of the caramelly, weird brown color that Rocket is. So yeah, everyone's just like jumped on the bandwagon of like, you know.
So yeah, those are kind of like the top picks from Disney. Of course, there was loads of other sort of Disney movies and Pixar movies and stuff, but we don't care. Superhero stuff. We like the cheddar cheese over here. So let's talk about Paramount. What are Paramount up to these days? Okay. All sorts, apparently. Yeah. You're going to laugh.
Holding back the rights to the Hulk, aren't they? That's what they're doing, I
think. So let's have a quick look. So the man that almost was Iron Man, Tom Cruise, and his Mission Impossible.
I love it. You just said we're not interested in that. We're interested in superhero stuff, and you move on to Mission Impossible, which is nothing to do with superheroes. And your tenuous segue is Tom Cruise was almost Iron Man. Bravo, Zane. Bravo.
What a backtrack that was.
It was.
Yeah. But yeah, so Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
I would just like to say Haley Atwell's in this, so there's your superhero link right there. That's why.
Yeah, and who could forget Henry Cavill in the last movie? Oh,
yeah, but he's not in the next movie though, is he? Because
he's not.
Spoiler alert: he gets hooked through the head. It's true. That's what actually happens. Yeah, I'm excited for the new Mission Impossible. I really am. You know, it's Tom Cruise's chance to save Hollywood from the pandemic. I mean, you know, the argument is whether Hollywood's been saved already, but that's not the point.
I mean, there's an argument that could be said that he already did with Top Gun Maverick.
Listen, hey, that man is, you know, a true saint.
I'm excited for this movie.
I think it's going to be great. I really do. I love the Mission Impossible movies, man. I actually watched the first one on the way to America when I went on holiday. I watched the first one on the plane again. It's really good. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I never did. You ever tweak the idea that I had no idea, and I didn't find out until afterwards. I can't remember where I saw this, but do you know that in that film, because you know John Voight is the ultimate baddie in that, right?
Trying to remember. Yeah.
So basically, the film starts, and then his IMF team is killed, and he's trying to work out why. And then it turns out that the John Voight character is the baddie in it, and he's turned and is like basically turned rogue.
Yeah.
That character is the star of the TV series.
There's a TV series?
The whole thing is based on a TV series that was set in the 70s. Yeah, the Mission Impossible one. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So the John Voight character in that is the main star of the TV series.
Oh wow!
That's why that's why I was like, that's so cool. I had no idea that link was there, because it's just like, oh yeah, it's just like this guy. Tom Cruise is now playing this guy who it was in the TV series. No. Tom Cruise is playing the guy who was Tom Cruise is playing the guy trained by the guy who was in the TV series who turned bad in the movie.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I know, it's really like not enough people realize that. And apparently when that first happened, there was a load of similar to like the Keaton thing with Batman. There was a load of fan backlash because they found out that the star of the TV show, you know, the character star of the TV show was now the baddie, and everyone was like, "Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that." And I'm like, I think that's great.
That's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah.
So there you go, guys. If you didn't realize that out there, John Voight is playing the main character from the TV series who gets old, gets sick of the IMF, and turns rogue.
Amazing. Yeah, that movie is a blast. I remember the giant ball from like when they're in the restaurant that explodes.
It's the fish tank.
The fish tank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why did I think there was a boulder in that? That's weird.
No, that's Indiana Jones, darling.
It's a weird Mandela effect.
That stars Harrison Ford. Got it confused with Alfred Molina. Just like.
So now I know this is a weird topic to talk about, but we have to talk about it because it's Paramount's most successful franchise, one of their most successful franchise, I should say, Transformers. Now,
oh dear God! Oh no!
So, the new Beast Wars movie. So some of it was shown at CinemaCon.
Right.
But what's more important is that they announced there's going to be an animated movie with a new cast, and the cast, the voice acting cast, starts with. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime.
Okay, that's terrible, but yeah, okay, cool, good.
It's just going to be his Thor voice, isn't it? But
or it's gonna. Oh, imagine if it was his Australian voice. All right, I'm bloody Optimus Prime, ain't I? Yeah. I apologise to our Australian listeners. Oh, mate, you're looking right bonzer today. Optimus, what's going on? Nothing, mate. I'm at a time of my life.
Roll out. No, I can't do it. I'm not there. I need to find
Autobots, roll out.
Peter Cullen is the name you're thinking
of. Peter Cullen, that's it. That's the Badger. That's who I was thinking of. That's the one. Yes, thank you. Yeah. You can't really replace like Peter Cullen with very Australian. Very Australian. Can't do it. I'm sorry.
Can't be done. The other people involved in this animated movie also includes Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee.
All right. Okay.
John Hamm as Sentinel Prime.
Right. That is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got a great voice.
Lawrence Fishburne as Alpha Trion.
Another exceptional voice who should have, let's face it, who should be Optimus Prime and not Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. But yeah, it's...
I will say a lot of the one thing, not the one thing, but the Fox movies, the Fox Marvel movies did not get a lot of things right. One thing they got very right was having Lawrence Fishburne be the voice of Silver Surfer.
Yes.
Exceptional. Yeah. And Doug Jones as the, as the physical characterization of him. Brilliant. Like really good. Really good. They did a really good job with Silver Surfer. Galactus. Let's move on.
Could be better. The last thing to talk about at Paramount Pictures is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice.
The new animated movie. A couple of clips were shown at CinemaCon. All round good energy. People are really excited to see this. I don't blame them. I'm really excited to see this. Apparently, Seth Rogen said this is the first movie he's made that's that
fun.
Kids can watch.
Good. Oh, I'm glad. I guess it depends on the kids, doesn't it? Most stoners watch his film.
Yeah, exactly.
You're 16, you love Seth Rogen. I say as an old man.
Right, let's wrap things up with Warner Brothers. So, believe it or not,
just to be clear, this wasn't Disney. Didn't have any presence there, did they? They don't. They do their own thing with Disney D23 and all the other.
Oh, we covered Disney. They just had like a load of Pixar stuff.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Sorry, I didn't realize we were doing like. Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. I heard Pixar, but I didn't realize we were just doing Disney. Okay, that's my bad.
That's okay. So yeah, but you are right. They do like to keep some things for their own expos and
close to
things
their
like
chest.
that. Yeah. Warner Bros. So,
oh boy,
The Flash. There was an advanced screening of The Flash. So again, people who attended the con got to actually see the movie. Apparently, there's still some work to be done before a general release, such as a little bit more, clean up on CGI and things of that nature.
You mean importing more Batman lines from 1989?
For a second there, I thought you were going to say import more Ben Affleck.
Well, what's the line that's in the trailer? What is it?
The new one. Let's get nuts.
What? Sorry, say the whole thing to me.
Do you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
And that's Ezra Miller saying that, yeah?
No.
No, I mean just outside of the film. That's Ezra Miller saying that, right?
Oh, I get it.
See what I did there? The choke slam specialist, Ezra Miller. He's at it again, folks. The Flash is back.
Do you think he'll be on the press tour?
No, absolutely not. No way in hell. I think that Keaton will be, and I don't know who else, but there's no way. I was having this conversation with Drac. Yeah, maybe Affleck, maybe, but I don't know who's the other big star of it.
Michael Shannon.
That's more like. I would say it's more likely to be Michael Keaton than the lady who's playing Supergirl. Than it. I don't think Ezra Miller's going to be involved at all in the press tour. Anyway, sorry, we sidetracked a lot there. I apologize.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back on track.
Who cares? Nobody's listening, right?
Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom.
Aquaman. Can you always say it like that, please? That's the Johnny Depp way of saying things. I like that.
Yeah, sure thing. So Jason Momoa is back as Aquaman, but one thing a lot of people pointed out is all the footage that was shown at CinemaCon had next to no screen time of Amber Heard.
Yes, apparently she's going to be in this for about 5 seconds. The working theory is that she is going to die very close to the beginning of the film. And then, because again, huge spoilers, because I did see a bit about this, guys. So prefix spoiler warning, guys. Massive spoiler warning. If you don't want to know anything about Aquaman 2, don't listen to this next bit and skip ahead a little bit. They've got a baby in this. And so it's going to be like trials and tribulations, roughly, of him being a single father, essentially, because she dies right at the beginning of it.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm also going to send you a Jason Momoa GIF that I used today, which and I'm going to send it on Discord. And I've already sent you that Lawnmower Man thing as well. And there you go. You can enjoy that.
Excellent. Do you think he'll have a hook hand?
I think you'll get hook hand.
Yeah,
I think he'll be hook hand midway through this.
Yeah,
for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, he has his hand chopped off at one point in the comics, and then he's got like a little weird Atlantean hook for a hand. Because they thought, we want to make him as piratey as possible, apparently.
Edgy in the 90s as possible. Aquaman needs an edge, and we'll give him. But
it's like Doctor Who. I use a hook. Hooks are cool.
I remember in the animated series, it was Black Manta kidnapped the kids.
Baby.
Yeah, and he had his hand stuck, didn't he?
Yeah, his hand stuck in a rock. He had to do 170 hours and chop his own hand off.
Yeah, and then get
again badass. Like he's proper badass Aquaman. Like I got nothing against Aquaman. Like in the books and in the animated shows, he's great. I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman, but I mean he should have been Lobo, shouldn't he? Let's be honest.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
There you go. Maybe Batista might be
what? Be Aquaman?
Lobo.
Oh, okay.
That's the working. That's a rumor.
I'm caught between the idea of him as Bane or Lex Luthor now.
Lex Luthor?
Yeah, he said on the red carpet he'd like to be Lex Luthor. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Put him in a suit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like that. Oh, that's weird. I hadn't thought about that casting before. Oh, I do like that. That's very good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a really different take on Lex Luthor as well, and not a rubbish Jesse Eisenberg take.
Closer to the animated, I think, with the Clancy Brown sort of vibe of.
God, I love Clancy Brown's voice. Yes, I like that a lot. Make it happen, Gunn. Yes, Batista for Luthor. That's what I want. Because he's never outside of a suit, so you'll never see the tattoos and stuff.
No. And he could be like a physical, imposing sort of businessman, like just his physique alone. Like,
yeah. We haven't had such interesting casting since Michael Clark Duncan was cast as the Kingpin. I love it. I love it. Give me that Batista boy as Lex Luthor. Yes, please. Book it, Gunn.
The last thing to kind of touch on was Blue Beetle. More footage was shown. And a
horrible picture of the Joker that you've put up on the screen there as well, by the way. Can I just point out? That is horrible. I hate that. His face is melting off. That's gross. Sorry to those listening. He's put a horrible picture of the Joker up there.
I didn't choose that picture. IGN did.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
we should name the source.
Yeah, well, we've done it now. You excited for Blue Beetle? I know you were kind of.
I almost swore then. Couldn't give a monkeys. couldn't care less. Don't care about Blue Beetle. I have more interest in MJF's pickles than I do in Blue Beetle. There's a niche reference for you.
Got it. Nice. Go on,
I just don't care. I wanted Ted Cord Beetle. Like, I wanted a Ted Cord Booster Gold, like, a Ted Cord Blue Beetle and Booster Gold movie before I have this new whatever his name is.
Hame.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. Yeah, I don't care. I honestly don't care. It's going to be one that's going to be a miss from me, I'm afraid. But I mean, I'll go and see it because it's DC, and as I said, I said it to Drac tonight. Until the Gunverse kicks in, these next few DC movies are extremely mid and meh to me, because they're all done under the old guard, which means they're all going to be no sense of direction, no idea of what's going on, no real coherent universe, just like throw that in there, and I don't care. I just don't care. Flash I am interested in to see how they exactly reboot it.
Yeah.
But as soon as when Gods and Monsters kicks off properly, that's when I'm in with DC. And I'm actually, I said to Drac tonight, it's a funny world we live in where I'm actually more excited for the DC slate coming up than I am Marvel.
Yeah.
And I really am. I am very excited for what DC have got coming up with this James Gunn stuff. And the fact that this is just chapter 1 and it's Gods and Monsters, and chapter 1 is like, oh, that's great. That's great. I wonder what they're going to line up as the big bad. Are they going to line up Darkseid? Is it going to be Brainiac? Because the Gunn's going to do that. He's going to do that.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Do you say Darkseid or Darkseid?
Oh, sorry. I say Darkseid, but it's Darkseid. It is Darkseid. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. I always think it's Seed because it's SEID. Which to me, you read it, it's like seed?
Like read. Seed? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's side. So sorry, tangents. Anyway. It'll probably be Brainiac in there though, won't it? Let's be honest.
Could be the easiest one to go for, really.
I think it probably will be. Yeah. So, there you go. Who do you think, guys? And what did you think of CinemaCon? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you enjoy the things that they were talking about? Did you enjoy the things that we were talking about? Well, let us know. How can they get in touch with us, Zane?
You can get in touch with us by emailing us nerdsundisputed@gmail.com. Of course, you can follow us on all the social media at undisputed_nerds. You can follow me at Zane Taichou on your favorite social medias. And Gigi, is it possible? Can they follow you on other platforms as well?
Oh, zany baby, you know they can. I am on the gram at Gentlemanly Gamer, but you can get me most times on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gentlemanly Gamer, where I stream all kinds of things every Tuesday and Thursday. Come along, say hello, talk to me. Hell, why not give me some money whilst you're there? Because that's what it's all about. Money, money, money. I'm a money-grabbing swine.
All the relevant links will be in the description down below. As always, make sure to like, share, subscribe, give this podcast a star rating on your favorite platform that you're currently listening on. And we will be back very soon.
Probably next week, reviewing Guardians, probably.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.